Benny and Alex.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, so happy to be here.
You should be, because looking at the screen, it's LocoRoco time.
It's a game 45 years in the making.
11.
I'm so glad this has finally come out.
Yeah, this is the same game as the 2006 LocoRoco for PSP, which I was not a big PSP fan, but I was a big LocoRoco fan back in the day.
This is definitely one of the games from the PSP I remember most fondly.
Yes.
Yeah, this, Luminous, and Patapon.
Totally.
And Twist Metal Head On.
And Patapon.
Metal Gear Acid.
Nah.
Here you go. You're starting
Okay,
LocoRoco from the top.
I just want to start from the beginning. It's charming right out of the gate. We got to get the story down before we start locoing and rocoing.
Yes, we need to know the deep fiction of LocoRoco.
Dan, how much is this game?
This game is $15, and for those wondering what has been added, not a whole lot. This is basically LocoRoco, but it is in 4K now. Not this part.
Except
this
for the cutscenes.
Yeah, it's like kind of the Parappa thing where it's still the compressed, weird-looking cutscenes, but then it's all 4K once you get into it.
And also not in our capture because we're not capturing 4K.
Right,
And also
right.
not on our screen because we're not playing it in 4K.
Right. I play at 4K at home, and it looks real sharp in that 4K screen, in that OLED.
As you sip from your golden goblet.
It's a very nice golden goblet. Yes, I got it on sale.
It's a 4-carat golden goblet.
Exactly,
With
yes.
my 4K TV.
Yes, it's a good setup we've
And I
got.
live on 4K Street, and my house number is 4000.
This is all correct. Yes, edit out my address.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know how to play
and there,
LocoRoco?
yes, you can do the traditional L1, R1 controls, which is how it was on PSP, or there are motion controls now, which you can do with the kind of I guess they don't call it 6-axis anymore, but you know the motion stuff.
They don't call it 6-axis
I don't think
No, it's
so.
12-axis now.
Oh, nice. Axis, please.
I think it was just they just call it motion control now.
It looks sharp.
Yeah, I mean not 4K sharp, but you know it's pretty sharp. It looks good on this TV.
I hate you so much.
That's my friend, the Moi Moi. And there's a few of those hidden in each level. I'm not going to play with the tilt stuff.
You're not?
I tried a
Okay.
bit last night. It wasn't for me.
Is there anything on the touchpad?
That is how you turn motion control on and off.
Oh,
so right
really?
now,
Okay.
I've got it on. I'm tilting. But I'm going to press it again because I don't like that.
What might be the greatest use of the touchpad yet
Is to
Is to
turn
turn
off.
on a different technology that you don't want to use?
Yeah.
is to turn off motion control.
Yes.
Use this very expensive touchpad to turn off this other very expensive gyroscope in here.
Trying to get these last night. Okay, there we go. Oh, man, that's tricky. There we go. All right. And there.
So what are you using to tilt the screen?
L1 and R1. And to
That's
jump,
it.
I'm holding both in, and I'm letting go.
Okay.
Also, just let's be quiet for a second and listen to this.
Yeah. Sounds like Linkin Park to me.
The music is great. Also, I tap circle. Boom.
Oh, no.
A bunch of locos and rocos.
This to me was always the most horrifying part, was the realization that a LocoRoco is not a singular being, but a number of beings that have sort of absorbed each other and become a singular consciousness.
Not a singular being, eh?
Well, there's
But that's the thing, though, is that like they can split off at will.
Yeah.
But there's a second there. There's a frame when you tap the circle button of horror crosses.
Let's do it.
The unified one.
Yes.
Well,
So
hang on, I think if I don't move, I think it'll zoom in on my face. So let's see its face when we destroy it.
It's a.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
But now
when-
they're all singing and having a good time.
When there's pain, when it realizes it's tearing itself apart, and like the bonds that held it together, like the mental anguish of a singular mind
Yeah.
splitting.
It's sort of Cronenbergian in its visceral horror.
Well, let's see their faces when I'm pulling them together.
No, they're happy to come
Yeah, they're
together.
Well, I
stoked
don't know.
about that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good. I like everything about this game.
Yeah,
So
what's
it doesn't get particularly deep or difficult. It's not particularly long or anything. But it is this the whole way through, and it makes me real happy.
Does this have cross-buy for Vita? Because I feel like that actually might be the way I want to play this.
Is this on Vita?
I don't know if it is. Aren't they pretty much done with Vita stuff?
They still do the cross-buy stuff here and there, especially with like the older games. So I don't know if I don't think they did it for Parappa.
I thought it was pretty much as good as dead at this point.
I mean, you may be right,
as it should be.
but this is like one of the few games where I might actually want that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good portable game. I mean, it's like we said, it's one of the few games that I liked
It
on
sounds
PSP.
like, yeah, looking at it, it looks like they might just have like a PSP like classics release or something for it on there,
that
but
you
it's
can-
not this version.
Yeah.
But you said like primarily they haven't really added anything besides the upscaling of visuals
And motion.
and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, now
I mean, I'll play this
still.
any way I can play it, really.
Yeah. It's every bit as charming as I remember it being 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Uh-huh. I remember I reviewed that 11 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah. I looked back at my review. I gave it a 9.
I'm trying to remember who reviewed this for us. It might have been. I bet it was either Jeff or Ryan.
Yeah. Did they like it? Do you remember them liking
I remember
it?
them liking it. I don't remember how much they liked it, but I remember them liking it.
There's no way to find out. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame we can never look at another website that
Yeah.
might actually give us that information.
I don't know how anyone could strongly dislike this game. Maybe it's not for everyone, but you gotta at least admire the design and the presentation.
It's simple in a way that I could see someone just getting bored with it after a
Yeah.
point. Like, sure, I could
Yeah.
buy that.
Jeff reviewed it and he gave it a 7.7, so obviously he hated it.
Okay.
Should I tell you why he hated it?
Why does he hate it?
I think he may have thought it was a little too simple.
It's pretty simple. It's goddamn joyful, though. Look at this.
Yes. Oh, it's a deeply pleasant game.
Let's see, did they do plus the good, the bad, the ugly back then?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
What's the good?
Good is excellent look, really catchy soundtrack, interesting gameplay mechanics, unstoppable charm.
I agree with all
Yeah.
those.
All true.
The
This is
bad.
Jeff's words?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Somebody might have wrote this
I
after.
think at that stage we were writing the goods and bads
Really?
for everything.
I
Yes.
think this was before Goods and Bads. Not
2006? No, we had started doing it by then.
Okay. Gameplay has a one-track mind, remains mostly
Yeah.
the same from start to finish.
Fair.
Not an especially long experience.
Yep.
True.
All true.
Both of those things are true.
LocoRoco makes an absolutely fantastic first impression. It's got unique control, a really great look to
This is a
it.
good Jeff impersonation,
Yeah, this is
by the way.
exactly. It's like he's sitting right next to me.
Gameplay is sharp. Unfortunately, the level design doesn't take too many chances with that formula. And as you go on, the game starts to feel a little monotonous. If you're a sort of
Nailed the
person that plays in short bursts, though, you can sidestep that feeling, bro. Either way, LocoRoco's charm carries it quite well, and its unique experience that's worth checking out.
Well, that's the word from Surfer Jeff, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. Glad to hear from him. Surfer Jeff being the greatest game critic of all time.
It's weird, you know, as I got a cold, I just turned into
Yeah, it was
it
him.
turned
It was
into
him
a
and
real
Sushi X.
Yeah.
West Coast surfer.
The song is also good.
They're all good.
Are any of the songs bad?
I think the one after this is not as catchy, but it's good. The soundtrack's a highlight throughout.
A lot of these, like, kind of first-party Sony, like, not, I guess B game is sort of the wrong word, but, like, the ones that weren't, like, their marquee titles that
Right.
had these kind of cutesy aesthetics, like, the soundtracks were always killer.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Patapon before we started recording. and, like,
Fever, that's what they'd say. Fever!
oh, right. Like, I liked Patapon, but it didn't hit me as much as this one did.
No, I like this better than Patapon.
That was more like rhythm game, pressing face buttons with timing and stuff. This is more just kind of rolling around and having a good time.
Yep.
I have 10. Do I need to be one big 10? Okay, let me... Sit still.
Maybe you need
I'm
exact-
singing to it. Maybe I sing to it and then it comes down.
Yep, that did it.
This is great.
It's great.
Gosh.
Yeah!
Why can't our subways just be playing this constantly? This should just come out of the sun.
See, here's the thing.
Instead of
Only
light,
during the day, right?
I
You
don't-
gotta sleep.
I don't want our public transportation systems playing this music because then I will begin to associate that music with the smells of the subway, and that's not the thing I want.
Yeah, but what if it played this music in the trains? Then as soon as you got off, it was just like ominous, like
It was just the Waluigi theme.
just mood music.
Ooh, what do we got here?
It was just
Bouncy things.
Vincent Price doing monologues of, you know, welcome to your day. Enjoy the dreariness of life.
Due to a switcher issue at Van Wyck Boulevard, our train service will be vaguely delayed.
I mean, pretty good. Rest in peace, Vincent Price.
Yes.
Mr. Calling, really.
Yes, developer of LocoRoco, Vincent
Yes.
Price.
Yes.
Almost got 20. Let's go to the main menu here real quick. Yeah, you
Sure.
get the idea of the,
Yes,
the
it's
main
still
stages.
LocoRoco.
That's how LocoRoco works.
It's a few hours long, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's short.
Hey, you know, GamePro?
Yes.
They
Aware
gave
of
this
it.
game a 60.
Really?
Yeah.
I was on the high end, I guess. I really liked it.
That was the lowest score.
60? Lowest score they've ever given?
The lowest score
60?
they've ever given.
If you told me that was
Yeah.
the lowest score GamePro ever gave, I would believe it.
GamePro says the fun does run out, though, long before the game is over. In that sense, the experiment has to be called...
Who wrote that?
A fail.
Show me the full review. I want to know.
Failure.
I demand to know who wrote this.
Who called LocoRoco a failure?
Which cartoon avatar reviewer did this?
All right, we can play a mini game here. We have to pay for it with our little berries we collected.
That's just
I'm gonna
like
do
Hey,
a
with
moi
your
moi
blood!
crane.
With the fruits of your labor.
Move the crane with circle, obtain the parts, and LocoRoco. All right, let's try it.
What would you score this today, Dan?
On our rating system?
Yeah.
4.
4? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
For $15, totally.
Wait. Wait, how do I hold it? Oh, I just press it. Okay. Let's go for that. Yellow.
There's something...
I played Yakuza.
There's something so Sony about this.
Oh, yeah. Yes! Oh, I almost got 2.
And there's like, varying divisions of what a definitively Sony game looks like, but I feel like there is a specific corner of the Sony offices that just puts out stuff like this.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember a whole lot. I know the LocoRoco house, that's one of the other side things you can do, is you collect these pieces, and then you can kind of build this, like, silly house for your LocoRoco. I don't remember there being a whole lot involved with that, but let's take a look real quick before we wrap this up.
The last time I was asked to go to a Loco house, I had to file an injunction.
Nice.
Oh. Choose a part. Good music. All right, so let's go to the parts list. I got a few here.
What is LocoRoco Midnight Carnival?
I thought you were going to say Midnight Club.
There
were 3 games. There were 3 LocoRocos.
Yeah, that might have been the last one they made.
Oh, I'm not sure
I really, this is the one I played. I did not really touch the ones that came after.
Good luck trying to find the actual GamePro.
Yeah, that's the thing. I bet that stuff isn't really archived anywhere anymore, outside of, like, Wayback Machine or whatever.
All right, let's see what Game Informer gave this.
Yeah. That would not be my review.
That would not be?
That was, I was at Lawrence.com during this
I'm going to say they're probably not on Metacritic.
We were on GameRankings.com.
The Game Rankings?
The GameRankings.com. That used to be important.
Wait, like the
we would tout that.
It would be like the Lawrence Journal or something like that?
It might be under Lawrence Journal World or probably Lawrence.com.
Lawrence
Go to Game Rankings. I want to know if that site, I know that site still exists, but I want to know what it looks
Didn't
like right
Metacritic buy it?
Well,
Game
no, we
Rankings?
bought it, and then we bought Metacritic, and then at some point they sort of intermingled, but not really.
When you say we, you mean GameSpot?
I mean the CNET Media Group.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Les.
This LocoRoco house doesn't have a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had
It's a fish tank.
we got Game Rankings first.
All right. Because it really just looks like Game Facts.
My first task as part of the GameSpot group was to do data entry for Game Rankings.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yes. I did that as an internship for 2 weeks as I was applying for the assistant editor job.
Well, fun fact there.
That's pretty much LocoRoco.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I haven't found the Lawrence record.
Okay,
I'm sure it was
LocoRoco,
great.
there it is.
So that review by a 20-year-old was great.
Yeah, all my early reviews are bangers.
I hate reading my old reviews.
Still trying to find it, so you gotta stretch this one out, dude.
What are you looking for the LocoRoco review?
I'm looking for
Oh,
your
okay, there we go.
LocoRoco review.
Yeah. Latest reviews.
You know.
The most recent one was 50109.
I think you can do an all reviews thing, or you could just, if you want to, you could just Google it.
What?
I'm not familiar with this concept. Yeah, just
I
go on the
want to
reviews
see.
tab.
So I'm looking for like the Lawrence.
Hit the reviews tab.
I did. It's the,
Okay.
the Lawrence record or something.
It would say Lawrence.com, I think. Or it might just say Lawrence, if I remember right. It's been a long time.
How you spell what the F?
You spell Lawrence like Lawrence.
Like with a W?
L-A-W, yeah.
Sorry.
There it is.
Lawrence.
9 out of 10.
Yeah,
Wow,
that all sounds
90%.
correct.
Hold on. I need to. This was for the local newspaper?
Yeah, and website.
I like that it just says Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know why we got everything from like PR reps and everything. Like, well, I got everything. I got systems. I got
Did
games.
you review MotoGP, God of War 3, Battlefield Bad Company, Bioshock 2, Dante?
No, you would have a GI by that point.
Yeah, I was a GI with God of War 3. I probably did I did a couple MotoGP games, I think. I did like 600 reviews.
So if I remember correctly, that was
literally 600.
That was still the era when Games PR was stoked whenever any newspaper would
Yeah.
review games. Didn't
Yeah.
matter which one.
It was in print.
I don't think I can find your review.
Aw. Oh, you have to click. If you saw Lawrence, you just have to click the score, I think.
It wasn't clicking.
Oh, okay. There it is. You get a soundbite out of that.
All
Oh, we
right.
did good, bad, and
You did.
Okay.
Good, bad, and possibly?
Oh, I think the third one could rotate and be different things.
What's possibly?
Yeah. I don't know. What's the thing say?
It says even more Japanese than Katamari Damacy, which
Okay.
is not inaccurate.
Amazing level design, fantastic music visuals. The bad is a bit short and extremely simple gameplay.
All true.
Whereas
I agree with all that
This
still.
is a 5-word review.
No, it's not.
It's like-
there's like 9 paragraphs there.
What?
Yeah, but like
That
one,
is
some
not
of those
true.
some of those paragraphs are like one
It's
sentence.
just, this is a simple game. What do you want me to say
Four.
about
It was
this?
for a
You're a
newspaper.
goddamn ball that
6,
rolls around
7.
and listens to music.
It was for a newspaper. It probably had a significant word count like limit.
LocoRoco is
That's actually
certainly
not
a
true,
fun ride through
Look, I'm trying to help you out. Here.
I know. I
I'm doing my
appreciate it.
best.
I appreciate it.
a fun ride through a very Japanese acid trip of a world. I'd love to see a sequel offer some sort of motion sensor.
I said that?
Yes, you did.
Wait, no. Highlight it. Are you fucking with me? Highlight
a
it.
la WarioWare Twisted or Yoshi Topsy Turvy.
Really? I hate
That
it.
kind of gameplay involving tilting the actual system
Would work perfectly
with
for this title.
as it may not be particularly long or complex, but it's greatly entertaining while it lasts.
That sounds like a college review.
You
Wow.
Want to turn that motion control back on?
No,
Tell me
I
what-
don't.
tell
I
me
don't
what
agree
you-
with 20-year-old
Tell
Dan.
me what you
Here's the
really
thing: our tastes evolve.
That's true.
They
That is
truly
true.
do.
And it turns out the motion control isn't that great at all.
Yeah, in 2006, the promise of motion control maybe seemed a more tantalizing thing than it actually ended up being.
I was into the idea of it back then. I was excited about the Wii. I thought that would be a real cool
And
thing.
in spaces, it was good.
It did some okay things. Yeah.
Welcome to the post-Katamari era of video gaming. What a great intro.
That's
Yeah.
my first sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever since
Era?
ever since that very Japanese, very unique budget title
Japanese a lot.
rolled its way into gaming history, the doors have been
No, that's
blown
accurate.
wide open for some truly
trailblazer.
one-of-a-kind titles. LocoRoco is certainly one of those games, but don't knock it off as a Katamari imposter.
It's not.
It's full of its own beautiful, surreal visuals, great gameplay, and some of the best sound you'll hear in this medium.
I agree with young Dan a lot with all
Yeah.
that.
There's yeah. I mean, you maybe oversold it slightly. But,
I oversold everything.
yeah, but that is what it is. And
I got very excited about a lot of things.
I get the thrust of what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
That's good. Level design is amazing.
Isn't that the main thing Jeff hated about it? Like he said
No,
the
he
level
said he
design
liked. He
wasn't.
just said it was a little one note.
Oh, okay.
level design is amazing and stays fresh throughout the duration of the game.
I remember liking the levels throughout the whole
Many
game.
of these areas of LocoRoco reminded me of Sonic the Hedgehog.
And with that, I think we're
Hey,
going to call
no!
this here
no!
LocoRoco
When you're
quick
doing
look.
the loopy things and
Uh-huh.
when you're just the controller, you're not really touching it, and it's looping you through the stuff. That's very Sonic the
Yeah,
Hedgehog.
no, it also it's found in the tagline for the game, which is "Gotta go at a leisurely pace."
Yes.
But sort of like Sonic, but slower.
Yes.
Like that game, it is truly a remarkable experience and one that I look forward
Wait,
to
like
playing
Sonic the Hedgehog? I
in
didn't
the
say that.
future.
Like that game,
it's-
there are sections where you'll just sit back and watch
Okay,
your
thank
character.
you. That sounds more
As your
right.
character is whisked along an elaborate series of loops and
Speaking of
pinball-esque
Sonic
bumpers.
the Hedgehog, I just cannot get
Now
enough
you're
of
just-
that
you're just
blue
flat
little
out lying
rascal.
now.
His attitude
Oh,
and
boy.
his shoes make me want to.
I would have said Tude.
He's the best character, but you know what? I can't help but feel like that series is missing out by not having him kiss a lady.
I can't read the screen from here, but I just don't believe that I wrote that.
No,
just
there's a
has-
whole paragraph here about how Sonic needs to kiss a lady.
I just don't remember ever thinking that.
He's just one of
I
the
guess I drank
coolest,
a lot in college.
coolest dudes in this medium.
I said, wow. I call him a cool dude.
Blew the door.
Did I spell it blue like the color blue?
No, it's weird. He spelled it.
Oh, I missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
I still had to grow as a writer.
He spelled it weird. It's BLOUGH.
Oh, yeah, I had some spelling
In
issues
conclusion,
back
I
then,
wish
yeah.
Sonic was my best friend.
God, why did I start talking about Sonic so much?
I
This
think
doesn't
I'm
have
gonna
anything to do
go
with
get
it.
a beer with Sonic
God damn it.
in this post-Katamari era of video
In
gaming.
conclusion, Metal Gear Solid.
All right, Dan, let's get out of here.
All right. Hey, this game's still cool. You should check it out if you got 15 bucks.
Yeah, it seems great.
Yeah, it's still great.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, guys.
I love you, Sonic.